Greetings and welcome to the channel. So the team over at Namco Bandai has decided to implement an emergency patch for Tekken 8, set to drop on April 17th. So in this video, I'm going to read the entire article as well as give my thoughts after I'm done with reading the article. So I will add a chapter or two in the video. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing and let's get after it.
Balance adjustment policy for version, I'm just going to refer to as version 2.2. The development team acknowledges that following the season 2, version 2 update, the overall game balance has shifted too heavily toward offense. We sincerely apologize that the actual balance changes did not align with the development intentions and policy previously communicated to players. We deeply regret not being able to address the improvements and adjustments that the community had hoped for. Moving forward, we are committed to distinguishing between issues that can be addressed quickly and issues that require more time and community feedback for proper review. We will implement a step-by-step update process to improve the game experience. In this upcoming update, we will fix known issues and begin a balanced review based on the following policy. The patch notes for version 2.2 are scheduled to be released shortly before the update around 10:30 a.m. JST on Thursday, April 17th. Number 1. Increased the maximum health value to help mitigate situations where matches are decided through overly one-sided momentum. In light of the current damage environment trending toward inflation, driven by offense-heavy game balance and increased aerial combo damage, the maximum health value will be increased. This adjustment is intended to ease situations where matches are too easily decided by one-sided momentum. Number 2, gradual adjustments to overly high reward moves. This update addresses the overall inflation of attack strength and combo damage by implementing adjustments that can be done quickly to moves that provide excessive reward. We recognize this as a game-wide issue rather than a problem limited to specific characters, and we plan to continue reviewing and tuning these aspects progressively. Examples of adjustments including in this update: balance adjustments to high performance moves that can repeatedly create advantageous situations and lead to one-sided gameplay. Adjustments to moves with disproportionately high reward compared to their risk, ensuring fairer risk-reward balance. Number 3, rebalancing the offensive and defensive aspects of the heat system. Currently, the benefits gained by the attacking player through the heat system are considered too great. The following adjustments have been made: revised damage scaling when using heat dash to suppress combo damage inflation, adjusted frame advantage on hit for heat engagers, maintaining benefits for the attacker while allowing the defender more opportunities to respond. Additionally, adjustments have been made to chip damage as follows: reduced additional chip damage during heat, change the system so that moves which already deal chip damage do not receive extra chip damage while in heat state. Future updates will also include adjustments to the amount of chip damage dealt by individual moves. Now, as for future balance adjustments, in the next update planned for mid-May, adjustments will include reducing air combo damage and re-evaluating the performance of heat burst. Additionally, we will continue to review issues that could not be addressed in this update, such as moves that consistently create advantageous situations leading to one-sided matches, attacks with disproportionately high rewards relative to their risk. Moving forward, we remain committed to incorporating player feedback and will focus on resolving cases of overly dominant character performance and interactions that result in one-sided gameplay. Version 2.2 balance adjustment policy. In the Tekken 8 Season 2 version, Season 2 update version 2.1, new moves have been added and major adjustments have been made to character performance. As a result, we recognize that the overall balance of the game is too aggressive. All of us at the Tekken project deeply regret that the results of adjustments were different from the policies and intentions we communicated to you in advance. We also sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused us. This may have caused us by not being able to meet your expectations. As a result of careful discussions within the project, we plan to divide the issues into the following two areas and improve them sequentially through gradual updates. Number one, resolution of issues that can be addressed at an early stage. And number two, resolution of issues that need to be reviewed over time based on the voices received from everyone. The emergency patch version 2.2, distributed at 11 a.m. JST on Thursday, April 17th, fixes a bug that is one of the most urgent bugs in 1. At the same time, we will review the battle balance based on the following policies. The patch notes for version 2.2 are scheduled to be released at around 10:30 a.m. JST on Thursday, April 17th, just before the release of version 2.2. Number one, increase the maximum health to alleviate the situation where one-sided match is decided. The maximum health value will be increased in consideration of the game balance and emphasizes attacks and the damage environment that tends to be inflationary due to the increase in aerial combo damage. This response will alleviate the situation where it is easy to settle the match as it is due to a one-sided development. Number two, sequential response to moves with two large returns based on current situation where attack performance and combo firepower are generally inflationary. We will prioritize adjustments from areas that can be judged to be able to be dealt with at an early stage. We recognize that the overall inflation trend is not an issue specific to a specific character, and we will continue to make adjustments to this issue in the future. For example, in version 2.2, the following adjustments will be made. Balance adjustment of high performance techniques that make it easy to create advantageous situations in a row and lead to one-sided developments. Balancing techniques that have too high a return for risk, etc. Review the offensive and defensive balance in the heat system. At present, we judge that the benefits that the attackers can gain from the heat system are too great. To address this, make the following adjustments. Revise damage compensation when using heat dash. This suppresses inflation of combo damage. Adjusted the stiffness difference to allow the defender to respond while maintaining the advantage of the attacking side when the heat activation technique hits. At the same time, the following adjustments will be made to scrape damage or chip damage. Reduce scraping damage added during heat conditions. Techniques with a scraping effect will be adjusted so that additional scraping damage will not occur in the heat state. In the future, we plan to make adjustments, including reviewing the amount of scraping damage for each technique. The next update, version 2.01, is scheduled to be released in mid-May. In version 2.01, we plan to make some balance changes. The main contents are as follows: damage mitigation for aerial combos, review of heat burst performance, etc. At the same time, we will continue to make adjustments to the following issues that could not be addressed in the emergency patch version 2.2, scheduled to be released on April 17th. Rebalancing techniques that have too high a return for risk. Balance adjustment of high performance techniques that make it easy to create advantageous situations in a row and lead to one-sided development. In addition, even after the release of the update in mid-May, we will continue to work on improving the outstanding performance of each character and the situation where one-sided bargaining is likely to occur. while taking the opinions and impressions we have received from everyone seriously. Thank you for your continued support of Tekken 8.
Okay, so there was a lot in that particular article. Some of the key takeaways that I got was the reducing of the chip damage, and 100% I'm looking over at Alyssa, and the fact that they're going to address the actual issue of characters being able to essentially almost double their chip output while they're in heat. So for instance, if you have an attack that does 9 chip, well, while you're in heat, that same move is probably going to do like 17 or 15 chip. So something like that, definitely, I never agreed with it being in the game in the first place. But I think that's a very good step in the right direction. The other thing that I would personally like to see that's not mentioned in this article is when you're doing that heat burst activation, like the move that, the move that you'll just throw out there, you try to land it to get plus frames. I want those moves, because I forgot what the hell they call them shits in the game, but you know what I'm talking about. I would want those moves to have absolutely no tracking whatsoever. I want those moves to be able to be properly sidestepped in either direction, which is going to force the actual attacking player to rely more so on their tracking techniques to reduce the amount of times that their player is trying to sidestep with the intent of avoiding that heat type activation move. So that's what I would like to see. Another thing that I saw that is very interesting to me is the increase of your health, but also the reducing of the combo damage. I don't know how that's going to work out. I think a lot of people in the community are really just tired of the forced 50-50s. So it's sort of like, even if you have additional health, it's kind of like you're going to be in similar predicaments. You're just going to have more life to take more mix-ups. So maybe that was their plan, to kind of give you a little, and we don't even know how much they're going to increase the health by. So that is going to be something that's of great interest to me and probably to you as well, to learn just how much they're increasing the health by. Is it going to be increased by 30 points of damage? Is it going to be increased by 50? We don't know. And also moves that basically have all upside and very low, like basically very high benefit, but next to no risk. I personally, I am looking at King with his down forward 2-1 string. Both of those attacks are safe on block. It's a delayable string. It's very easy as a King player, as you get more experience, you can actually visually confirm a counter hit. I would much rather like to see that move, that particular string that gives you just nothing but upside, for the King player to be able to be forced to commit to the move. There's no longer a wait and see if it worked or if it didn't work. There's a lot of moves that I'm probably not even aware of, but I definitely like the language that they use when referring to moves that provide an advantageous situation, but they have little risk. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to implement that and what moves they're going to target, because I think the only moves that we actually officially know is the Jack 8 move where he jumps at you and he claps his hands. I think it's called Bring the Noise or something like that. And the Paul Phoenix, the fully charged version of the Hammer of the Gods attack, the forward 1+2. Outside of that, who knows what they're going to change specifically. But I'm definitely looking forward to this, and I will be covering it on the channel. So again, as I said at the very beginning, if you're not currently subscribed, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, and you'll like it here. It's a good community so far that we're building up. And with that, I think that's about it, really. Well, actually, there was one additional thing, if you're still around. there's a mod apparently going around in the PC world, where it has a version of Tekken that somebody created that has no heat elements attached to it. So you're essentially playing Tekken 7.5, if that's how I can just imagine it in my own head. So now I've said in a couple of prior videos in the comment section where I would like Namco to create a version of Tekken within the game. I titled it Cold Tekken. Because you have the heat system. So if you take, the absence of heat is cold. So it would be Cold Tekken. It would basically be, pretty much, I think, in line with what whoever the modder was that created that mod. So I think it has the potential to gain the attention of Harada and his team, depending on the amount of people that download the mod and how many players are actually engaged with that mod. And either Namco and Harada's team will either seek legal action against that person, or Namco may just end up making their own official version of it. And that's something I wouldn't mind seeing. I don't think it would require a lot of programming. It's not like they're creating brand new attacks. They can just go into the source code and just simply deactivate the heat-related maneuvers. Because unlike Street Fighter, as I've said in prior videos, Street Fighter's drive gauge is intrinsically linked to the game of Street Fighter, whereas heat, it's like an install. You can burn it, and then after it's done, you can just fight the rest of the round in a Tekken 7.5 type of way. So I would like to see how that also plays out. With all of that being said, now I'm officially done. So anyway, I'm gonna get to editing this video. Apparently, which is sad, my damn microphone died. So that's annoying. I don't know what's going on with the damn thing. But anyway, take care. Thanks for hearing me out, and see you in the next video. Peace.